On the grind, 27/9, not to 24/7, not enough time. Put in overtime, me I forget mine. Never thief, nobody me mother say feel low crime. Cause life is hard, have to work hard. The money now make if you just sit down in a yard and I cry time hard. Have to grind hard, jump in our studio, I rhyme hard.
Of Unfinished Business, we are back with another season, and today's segment we will deal with fitness. Just like you guys see, we're at the gym with my brother Winsford Avila. How things go? You know, we have to ensure that we got the proper apparel so she didn't attend. You know, the pour off the golf, like I the night, just do it. So today we're doing, you know, the gym, back play studios, you know.
Live.
With your host, Tarika Vedes, we're back.
Rashida as well.
Definitely. So, let me go right into it. Mr. Winsford Avila, in class A, my good friend. All things are reliable.
Yo, overall, once you have life, you must be great.
I like that.
You must be great. So, I want to thank the producers and of course you guys for the opportunity for the app. And excuse me if I move between Creole and English, but you know our speaker is based Spanish.
No, it's not. It's unfinished business. I'm pretty sure
when I get a whole bunch of useful information today, and you know, make sure and pay keen attention today.
Definitely. Well, as you know, we've been doing this show for over a year. You in particular, I know because you was one of the first persons to interview, and we never been get to hear the interview. I have to apologize humbly for that. And now we're extremely grateful for you allowing us into this prestigious development that we have going on here. I mean, talk to us about the gym, man. I mean, this is our life investment.
But before you talk about the I feel like we're not giving the man the type of intro.
Oh, my bad.
You have to give the man the intro way.
Maybe we're not doing this thing for you, no man.
Will you not still go off and get it?
Sorry,
But this is why
introduce the man to tell you this.
I couldn't be happier for you. This person who wrote the interview today, guys. This guy is an author. This guy is a philanthropist. This guy is a gym owner. This guy is just a person who stands for us health, fitness, and just pushing people to reach their full potential. I have the pleasure of traveling with this guy, watching this guy perform in track and field, coach people, and just push people to do their best, man. And everything this guy will tell you today, pay close attention. Please, I beg you because it's very important information, man. And without any further ado, the guy, the legend, the myth.
Mr. Avila, anything you want to add?
Please.
I mean, overall, I mean, when I actually come to experience, experience come daily, and you know, every single thing we actually traverse through life help make it in the value you need. And in terms of education, my educational background, that nursing and pharmacy, but in terms of certifications, I span through sociology and throughout the realm of fitness as well. And fitness psychology, sports therapy as well.
Wow, that's no, back to where we were. Where were we? Mr. Avila, talk to us about this prestigious gym that you have here. I mean, from what I'm hearing, it's the most popular gym in and around town. That is not a national gym. In other words, this is a personal home gym. This is your investment. In other words, go for your pocket. So, talk to us about the investment. Like, how was it made? What drove you to do this? Like, how much? Give us a rough estimate of how much something like this would cost.
I mean, overall, I know you guys are actually seeing the gym, and this is just part, you know, one physical manifestation or what the whole movement was, because they're not actually about the gym. And my whole thing is you know, moving sports to a next level and helping individuals see how education could actually tie into that and how self-development could actually tie into that. And, you know, finding like-minded individuals, I must big up Mr. Ray Palmer for sure. You know, finding like-minded individuals who are interested in sports and interested in development of the town and Belize in a whole. You know, having like-minded people make it more easier to actually move forward, you know.
Does that play into like finding clients as well? Just finding that like-minded individual, a market, just finding people who are just interested in sports. sports? Development, was it easier to find clients that way, or how did that kind of go about for you, finding clients? Because from what most people don't know, this gym man hosts some of the best talents in Belize, and you would say the word Eric Nicholas, Shaba, Kevin, you know, Kadeen, different people come here, and when they come here, trust me, they leave different from when they came. You know, so how did you go about doing selecting the people? Apart from Mr. Palmer's input, how did you
Well, that more about like I said. I would say being the best at what I do, and people knowing my capabilities and what I could actually bring to the table. People mostly find me. You know what I mean? Something I actually work hard for, like coming to the ending of the year and actually coming to next year. It, like the gym, it will actually be something that we actually walk in. Because we're actually on our way to actually making it into a training facility. So meaning that, you know, we want individuals that are know, you know, ready to actually see a change in themselves. And we want actually make sure that we have a screening process to actually help individuals reach a next level. So if the application form will actually filter out the individuals who are actually not actually serious as yet, and actually have more self-development to actually do before they actually move to the next step, or actually need this step inside their life.
Yeah, I like that.
So, large up Ray Anthony Palmer, Hamahingi, with ballet for high school. That's how it is.
Yeah.
Tariq would never be Tariq. Or the manifestation that you guys know is strong, young, handsome black man.
Yeah. I like that.
Calm.
You have to describe yourself with power, you know.
Calm. If you don't think you're handsome, who else not think so?
I like it.
I will never be this confident without the pizzazz of my brother, Hamahingi.
Yeah. I'll get this story. I'll continue this story. This guy, man, I'll bring the story because this guy again. I didn't try to put up because I'm sure he affected Linford as well as myself. But guys, like what Tariq said and what Mr. Linford said, we wouldn't be who we are if it wasn't for Mr. Palmer. I could have come in that tragic day in Abra.
Yeah.
You know, when I was, for lack of a better term, shot at war. You have to call it proper. I was shot at war. Palmer, being the leader that he is, one sentence, shake it off. Shake it off. And that is what life will do to you guys. When life hits you, just shake it off and carry on. Back to Mr.
I have a question what I need to ask you.
Yeah.
What's up with the book and what's up with the development? Because you know, that's what after. And this is something what part I want expose as much as possible. Sorry if I divert after the health and fitness. What's up with the book and how that goes?
The book actually came about, a little over two years ago. But I just actually published it about a year ago. The name of the book, Short Stories Society, that they're all about a collection of anecdotes. A slight cross between reality and fiction. For sure individuals different stories and stuff that they could actually relate to, and not actually relate to, but can actually help them move forward in their life. I must say, emphasize because at the high school, I never like read at all.
So it's one of that worked out, no?
I never like read neither.
You don't serious as the first person to write a book. The entire. The class for what? We got in 2009. I think you're the first person who wrote a book from the class of 2009. Yeah. And if any corrections are to be made, definitely we welcome it. However, as far as I'm concerned, so I would have
I wanted to ask you because guys, again, man, you need to check out this guy's book because I had the privilege of reading some of it, and just take the time to dissect what this guy is writing about. It's ripe in literary terms, just words that like light up the brain. So just take the time to read it, and so that kind of leads into my question. How would you say, or how important is it for people to read for a personal development? Though you said earlier that you don't like to read and everything, how did reading, or how do you view reading to help people to develop? How would you see that?
Reading, to me, reading are like, you know, fast forwarding into all the education, all the knowledge in the world. You know, you have like everything right there in front of you, with a mixture of history, whether the fiction, whether somebody's journal, and also must say as well, not because you read something, I mean you have to agree with it, you know. But then having a stand and knowing who you as a person actually about, you know, that was big sign actually intelligence, you know, to be able to actually stand and observe without getting offended at actually no point, you know, that was a big sign of actually self-development, you know. But reading have so many benefits. It actually helps you keep your attention span. It helps you speak and talk better. I mean, I couldn't say no bad thing about reading or writing. The whole thing I would say that in high school was like make I sleep. But no, it's all good now.
So if you could say, and get to Mr. Tariq, what was one of the books that influenced you the most? If you had to just pick, tap your brain, one of the books where you say, yeah, this is something.
I would say Mind Gym by Gary Mack.
Mind Gym.
By Gary Mack, yeah.
Is that available in Audible?
Yeah.
Okay, now. So, Mind Gym, and I have to give out, because as you see here, guys, we have The Art of War, and this was recommended by the prophetic Tariq. And this book, man, you guys would look at Tariq, you can see a lot of things.
Welcome for this book.
Welcome for this book. No person about
It's true.
This man is a strategist. You don't.
It's true.
Look at this guy very carefully. So I also want to shout out him and the book, Art of War, because this book, man.
My brother, why not being blatantly honest?
That's it.
We must take a break and go to our sponsor. So we will be right back after these messages. Do not touch a dial, and when we come back, who knows, maybe we might even get to say some of the strategies we impart from the Art of War. So we'll be right back after these messages. We'll see you on the other side.
Stay on the grind, 27/9, not 24/7. That not enough time. Put in overtime. Me a forget mine. Never thief nobody. Me mother say feel low crime. Cause life is hard. Have to work hard. The money now make it to just sit down in a yard and I cry time hard. Have to grind hard. Jump in our studio. I rhyme hard.
Our brand is Kaitlin's Puppies, and we sell pit bull puppies, and this is one of our pure breed pit bulls. It was born on November 13th. She's a female. We also have male puppies. Her name is Dior. This is for our customer. The puppies, they come with their dog collars. They come with a small bag of chow, a small bag of milk, and also their first worm. The dogs, they will need their shot, but we could give them their shot for you if you request. We have special packages that come with the dog houses, the big bags of chow, and you can just message us and find us on Facebook, Kaitlin's Puppies, or Instagram, and we answer all of your questions.
Alright, so on Instagram, it's what?
Kaitlin's Puppies.
Alright, what type of dog? You gave that earlier? I missed that.
Yeah, these are pure breed pit bulls. We have, we'll be having red nose pit bulls and blue pits coming soon. But for right now, we just have the regular pit bulls.
Alright, perfect. Now we are back, viewers of Unfinished Business. Thank you for being ever so kind and ever so patient. I mean, Unfinished Business, we have one of the most authenticated fan base. I mean, it's tried, tested, and proven, and we go, we come back, we show you how we love one of them, and trust me, we are serving on that. Now, Mr. Avila, what I really need you to expound on is the health aspect of our community. We have an overbearing desire to be a better community. However, we have not been making the strides, the way how we eat, the way how we exercise, even the way we sit, even the way we posture ourselves. We have not been taking these strides that will produce positive lifestyles. Would you be able to expound on that and tell us what are your views on as what we can do as a community to live healthier and live better?
I mean, when you actually speak about health have many different realms that individuals or we as people don't actually see, you know.
Definitely.
Yeah, and I must go like for example, I must go back to the book discussion we actually had earlier about you know my favorite book and why I write and stuff. You know that right there is a part of mental health. You know, because you have to actually be able to actually take care of yourself and take care of yourself internally, and actually take care of yourself spiritually, you know, physically, you know, with all the different realms to actually call yourself healthy.
Definitely.
And we as a community, I believe that we haven't been doing enough, because you know, I bet you many parents could actually fall under this category right here. When like league kids we actually play a league ball or whatever, that be like, oh, the boy will play ball again. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Well, we are experiencing something.
Yes, man, the man will play ball again. What impact upon the broader picture? The broader picture, you know, individuals or kids who actually have an outlet to actually get the energy out. Actually, only benefit them like physically and internally, but it also makes you a better student and better individual as well. It helps you have better coping skills with the stress and things going on in your life. It helps you have better communication skills.
Sportsmanship.
Because volleyball itself require a lot of communication. Imagine try block a ball and then, you know, for the next side, she tell you that they might trick this thing, and then you get bomb in your side of your head. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Communication
is key. Anything.
Communication, but there's a lot we could actually do together as a community for be healthier together, be healthier collective, and I would say what healthy community and what thriving community.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Man, you said a mouthful, and you know, I have to say this. I am longing for that feeling that we used to get when we come on from the basketball court, when we were younger, and we just bust a good day of sweat, and now,
relax.
And nothing in this world has been. As a matter of fact, we get so busy lately that
Sadly.
we didn't even have time to address our need to socialize, you know. And back to mental health, especially in our pandemic, where you are being told by the government or by the system, as some would call it,
The powers that be.
the powers that be, you are being told that you're not to touch a ball in a public area with somebody else. It's cumbersome. With all the emotions that we as human beings carry, with all the feelings we have, we need to be able to release that.
Have an outlet.
Definitely. And this is where the football field came in for a lot of youths that I used to know. This is where basketball court came in for me at the age of 13. This is where the volleyball court came in for me at the age of 15. And these positive outlets have been taken away from us over the course of the past year and a half, about a year. COVID has been going on from since last year, March.
Almost a year,
yeah. So we're calling a year now. So for the past year, we have not been able to rally. Mr. Avila, have you seen these developments impacting the mental health of the youth in our in our setting in Belize in Punta Gorda, have you seen have you witnessed changes in the way youths are congregating, behaving, or even the mental aspect? Do we have more people going through mental depression now because we don't have a facility to go to?
I mean, it's just today that we're actually making the conversation about mental health, you know, that's something very open, because nobody will actually address it or even go to your friend and be like, why I feel depressed, you know.
Yeah.
You know?
Or
Yeah. We have a culture where if somebody that actually go through something mentally or psychologically, you know, we're gonna be like, yo, by week, she weak, you know, brush it off.
Yeah.
But you know, everybody come with a different set of rules and set of settings to themselves, and how much they can actually handle as a person. And although a lot of individuals don't speak about mental health, it's quite present. It's thriving, and it's among us every day. And the more educated we could actually be about the topic, the more easy it is to actually identify it and help out somebody.
Okay. Recently,
Well,
I saw you and the company, your gym, you did an event from the athletic side where you do running and different things. Did you do that in light of what you see in the community in regards to mental health and different things? Did you do that to kind of combat the problems you see around? And can you speak more about that? About just the event and some of the people who partook in it? Your brother took place, did very well in it. So I wanted you to kind of, did you do that with that in mind?
Yeah, because I mean, I will say at the moment there's no sort of outlet, and you know, contact sport is. I never thought that I would have actually lived in an age where playing sports is illegal. You know what I mean? But there are many options and many roads you could actually go to actually be active, because we as humans are actually meant to be active. We're active beings, and I figured out that, you know, we are actually allowed to run at the moment, and being that it's not a contact sport.
So running event can I help with that?
I want to ask you a question on the same topic.
Please, man.
Because we yet to go to break. We're going to break in a few minutes, so 1 minute.
Yeah.
I want to ask you, when will we have another event from your gym? Because a lot of people look up, a lot of people were how to say, were quite optimistic about the development.
Yeah.
And something I think that gentlemen ready for that same one again. But maybe we need to do I don't know, a lion man or something.
Yeah.
One challenge to climb up certain hill, you know, a certain time. I don't know. But when we are doing another event,
I mean, if you notice that the most recent event was it was only males in the event was actually posted for. But we'll have an next event coming up the second week next month, so it will be the 17th. April 17th.
After Easter.
Yeah. And then we have
exclusive information and finish these.
And then we have this time it's actually gonna be a relay. So female, we have the females included. We have 1 male included, and each individual is gonna run 2.5 kilometers each. And based on that, you know, we're gonna choose the winners and stuff.
Yeah.
Well, our at least get ready. This co-ed race to come up.
Yeah,
that's something I don't want to miss out.
Yeah.
I mean, Mr. Avila always do his best to impart the knowledge to the society.
Yeah.
Now we need to come out and show him the support whenever he show these type of initiatives. And with that said, I think that time we go to the second break.
Yeah, so well guys, but we'll be back in a few.
Definitely.
And
the last segment, we want to enjoy one lot because I know we are asking Mr. Avila to expound on his experiences as a trainer and
Experiences in Canada.
yeah, I mean all the way know man come from abroad.
Yeah,
So we need to understand more or less, where they go on. So do not touch that dial and we will be right back on the other side of the spring. Don't go anywhere. This is unfinished business.
It's hard to ignore the level of violence in Belize, especially on youth.
This has a clear impact on the country as a whole, but more specifically, the persons who have been exposed to it.
Exposure to family violence can be traumatic and can negatively impact many factors, such as development, academic performance, coping skills, and relationships. For many youth, this is not a choice.
Violence against women and girls also constitutes a grave violation of human rights and remain one of the greatest challenges in achieving gender equality.
Girls and young women are particularly vulnerable to various forms of violence, which leaves deep and long-term impacts on their lives, stifling their potential to grow, lead, prosper, and thrive.
Some children lose the ability to feel empathy for others. Others feel socially isolated, unable to make friends as easily due to social discomfort or confusion over what is acceptable.
In order to respond to the overwhelming issues associated with domestic violence, it is important to understand these issues and know how to identify them.
Youth engagement and leadership is imperative for accelerating and sustaining progress on preventing and ending violence against women and girls.
Prevention must start early in life through promoting respectful relationships and transforming the social norms in which gender-based violence and family violence is rooted.
In particular, engaging young men and boys in the prevention of violence towards young women and girls is critical.
If we want to bring sound changes to the future, we better engage the youth now.
Together, we can work towards creating a generation of empowered youth and support the change we need to create a better tomorrow.
It's all on you.
Backplay Studios, we're back with our final segment of our first show of our second season. Thank you, my viewers of Unfinished Business, for being never so kind, never so patient, and never so loving to us, the host and my co-host. And every time we bring one new face on the show, today we bring Mr. Avila. And Mr. Avila has a wealth of knowledge and a wealth of experience. Mr. Avila has been working across the world. I mean, what else is there to say? PG is a small town, but there's a lot of talent within it. Mr. Avila, you want to talk to us about your wealth of knowledge? Who were the people that you worked with ever before that we would have said are notable characters in the health and fitness and in the sports world?
I mean, a big part of networking, up your network as a person, and I've had the opportunity to been to a virtual conference with Steve Kerr, and from Belize, we have Mr. Stanley Humes, who is actually a head trainer at the Muscle Hut Gym in Blapan. Yes. And he was also the past, he was a sports co-coordinator for the University of Belize. Yeah. I have my personal friend, Mr. Ajana Rikena, which is he's partial co-owner at the Powerhouse Fitness up in Cairo side. And there's actually a long list to that. But one of the most recent that we actually must speak about is the conference I had with the head coach at the Golden State Warriors.
Steve Kerr.
Yeah. What was that, man?
Not my favorite team, by the way. Steve.
why is it not? Don't sidetrack. Why is it not your favorite team? Because I happen to think recently. Let's go.
Because I mean, they're not the. I mean, they were never my favorite team. Let's just make that clear. I was always a fan of the underdog, so I mean, I was
Spurs.
I was always at the Brand. So I was never worried.
Okay.
However, Steve Kerr as a coach is one of the coaches that I personally never met him, never had the opportunity to have a relationship working in person with him. However, seeing him over the television and based on his professionalism and what he displays, one of my favorite coaches of all time. And God has my witness, I mean that. But it's like something like me not liking the team and me liking the coach. It's like something. It's a very weird scenario. But what I'd like to ask you, do you feel like that has the Steve Kerr scenario? Do you feel like that developed? Because I was one of the person who personally watched that interview. You know, it's pro. We tell the classmates Steve Kerr as a medal on TV and told me they have a discussion about certain aspects of fitness. Do you feel that developed yourself along this journey of health and fitness? Like, did that interview bright up your eyes to the extent that, I feel like
I'm making some sort of
I'm trying.
I mean, it's always good to find individuals that are in the profession that you actually want to be. And when I want to be inside profession, I don't really mean a basketball coach, but I mean a overall sports coach, And it's good to actually learn for the best if you want to be for the best. If you want to be the best,
definitely.
If you actually want to be the best, right? And being able to actually sit down with someone who actually works at that level, you actually get to hear that some of the issues you actually have with the athletes, some of the same issues you actually have on the lower level, and it make the career map more clear, At least you know that you have to achieve this to reach there, and when you reach there, expect this, and we will help up on this side. You also have help on this side.
My question is not pertaining to Stephen Kerr or anything, I just wanted to make sort of a statement of what I've noticed with you as an individual since training us at you, because you have to understand this has always been Linford. He's grown tremendously over the years, but at his core, he's always been someone who's willing to help others. On the student athlete program, that was him. He was the guy who wake up before everybody, train at the gym, invite people, kill at the gym, smile to the evening, and invite you again the next day. So my question is how did traveling abroad help you? The way you train people, the way you develop yourself, did it prepare you in any way for your meeting or your sit down with Stephen Kerr? Did it prepare you in any way? How did that affect you, or help you, or motivate you?
I mean, being able to see the world outside a textbook, it gives you your whole perspective and philosophy of life, and to actually know that they have different characters, different individuals, and different infrastructure outside of the small town where you grow up. It make it known possible that whatever you want to achieve, it's possible.
My final question, Mr. Avila, because we reach the parting time. My final question to Mr. Avila. Mr. Avila, where do you see your facility and your movement in the next 5 years? Where do you see all of this?
Where do you see it for that?
The next time, you're probably What are we going to 2021?
2021.
Boy, I need to keep track of the year.
2026. I feel no way about it. I just get to realize that 2021 too. So I feel no way.
Next 5 years.
This is working.
Next 5 years for now. Next time, here about, you know, national team, they actually call man.
You do one of the guys?
Yeah, be my facility, they actually come for training, you know?
Yeah. Be deeper than the health, deeper than the sports, deeper than everything.
I like that.
It's a national perspective. I mean, remember by the 2000, we started off as a basic gym, nobody in 2000. We wish you all the best from unfinished business. We hope and pray that the business work out for you. The pandemic soon are over. The vaccine they upon us. The up to know. However, the vaccine they upon us, I was to say, the pandemic might soon be over.
That's it?
Yeah. So with that said, we want to thank you for being ever so kind, ever so patient, ever so loving to the staff of Unfinished Business. And rest assured that the new season has begun. So you can look out for it for the next episode on a weekly basis. Yes. I mean a bi-weekly basis.
I like that. And again, I also want to thank you guys to come out, impart knowledge, and Mr. Tariq, thank you for this, bless us with this book, man. I appreciate it, my brother.
You know what, if people never like the knowledge, so they can use it. I want to encourage you to use knowledge.
Thank you very much, man.
Art of War, Sun Tzu.
Yes, man.
Alchemist.
Yes, man.
I mean, what else is there to say? Backplay Studios.
You big, you big.
We're out.
We're out.
It's time, my brother.
Stay on the grind, 27/9, not do 24/7. That are not enough time. Put in overtime, me a forget mine. Never thief nobody, me mother say feel out crime. Cause life is hard, have to work hard. The money now make if you just sit down in a yard and a cry time hard. Have to grind hard, jump in our studio, I rhyme hard.